Understanding fear and its grip on your life, fear is powerful. It has the ability to paralyze you, to keep you stuck in the same place, to make you doubt yourself before you even take the first step. It whispers in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, not strong enough, not capable enough. It builds invisible walls around you, trapping you in a cycle of hesitation and regret. But let me tell you something. Fear is not real. Yes, you heard me right. Fear is a mental construct, a creation of your mind that anticipates danger, failure, or embarrassment before anything even happens. Fear is your mind playing tricks on you, convincing you that the worst case scenario is inevitable. But is it? Think about the things you've been afraid of in the past. Maybe it was speaking up for yourself. Maybe it was going after your dreams. Maybe it was walking away from a toxic situation. Whatever it was, at some point you let fear dictate your decisions. And what happened? You stayed in your comfort zone, where it felt safe. But was it really safe? Or was it just familiar? The truth is, fear is a test. It's life's way of asking, how badly do you want this? It's an obstacle that separates those who dream from those who take action. And the difference between people who succeed and people who stay stuck is simple. Successful people feel fear and do it anyway. So how do you break free from the grip of fear? How do you stop it from controlling your decisions and dictating your future? The first step is awareness. You need to recognize when fear is talking. You need to call it out, face it, and analyze it. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Is this fear based on facts or assumptions? What's the worst that could happen, and can I handle it? Once you break fear down into logical pieces, you realize that most of it is irrational. It's based on what ifs and worst case scenarios that rarely ever happen. And even if they did, so what? Would you crumble? Or would you rise and learn from it? Taking action despite fear. Now that you understand fear for what it is, a mental construct, a test, a barrier between you and the life you deserve, it's time to talk about the most important step. Taking action despite fear. Because here's the truth. Fear will never fully disappear. You don't conquer fear by waiting for it to leave. You conquer it by moving forward while it's still there. The people who achieve greatness, the ones who inspire the world, aren't fearless. They just refuse to let fear stop them. So how do you do it? How do you take action when fear is screaming at you to stay where you are? One, change your relationship with fear. Most people think fear is a stop sign. It's not. It's a green light telling you this is the direction where growth happens. Fear only shows up when you're stepping into something bigger than yourself, something outside your comfort zone. And that's a good thing. Start seeing fear as a signal that you're on the right path. Instead of saying, I'm scared, so I shouldn't do this, say, I'm scared, which means this is worth doing. Fear isn't an enemy. It's a sign of transformation. 2, act first, confidence will follow. Many people wait until they feel ready before taking action, but readiness is a myth. Confidence isn't something you have before you take action. It's something you build because you take. Think about learning to swim. Were you confident before you got into the water? No. But once you kept practicing, once you faced the water over and over again, confidence grew naturally. The same applies to anything in life. The more you step into your fear, the weaker it becomes. 3D. Use the 5-second rule. When fear tries to hold you back, you need to shut it down before it takes over. A simple trick, count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then move. Why? Because fear grows the longer you wait. The moment you hesitate, your brain starts coming up with excuses. What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if I'm not good enough? But when you act within those first 5 seconds, you bypass that doubt. You take control. You show fear who's boss. 4, focus on the outcome, not the fear. Every time you feel fear creeping in, shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on the fear, think about what's on the other side of it. Ask yourself, what will my life look like if I push past this? How will I feel knowing I didn't let fear win? The reward, the growth, the confidence, the success has to become bigger in your mind than the fear itself. Fear will always try to hold you back, but fear only wins if you stop moving. Making courage a habit, fear doesn't go away after one bold decision. It's not something you defeat once and never face again. Fear is a lifelong opponent, always lurking in the background, waiting for a moment of weakness. But here's the good news. Courage is also a lifelong skill that you can build. And when you make courage a habit, fear will never control you again. 1. Rewire your mindset daily. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't take care of it, weeds of doubt and fear will grow automatically. That's why every day you need to plant new seeds. Thoughts of courage, strength, and action. Start each morning by affirming your power. Say things like, I refuse to let fear control me today. I am strong enough to handle anything that comes my way. I take action even when I feel fear. These aren't just words. They're commands to your subconscious mind. The more you feed yourself positive thoughts, the more fear loses its grip. 2. Surround yourself with courageous people. Fear is contagious, but so is courage. If you surround yourself with people who constantly make excuses, avoid challenges, and settle for less, their fear will rub off on you. But if you spend time with action takers, risk takers, and dream chasers, their mindset will influence yours. Find mentors, listen to motivational speakers, read books about people who overcame fear and achieved greatness. Let their stories remind you that fear is just an illusion, and action is always the cure. 3. Set fear-facing challenges. The best way to defeat fear is to face it regularly. Challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone every day. It doesn't have to be huge, just enough to remind fear that you're in control. Afraid of speaking up? Say something in a meeting today. Afraid of rejection? Ask for something you want, even if you might hear no. Afraid of failing? Take one step toward your goal, no matter how small. Every time you face a fear, you weaken its hold. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. 4. Embrace discomfort as a sign of growth. Fear thrives on comfort. It wants you to stay where it's easy and predictable. But real success, that lives in discomfort. When you feel nervous, anxious, or uncomfortable, celebrate it. That means you're growing. That means you're stepping into the person you're meant to be. Instead of running from discomfort, lean into it. Let it remind you that you're on the right path. Your time is now. Fear will always try to stop you. But now you know the truth. You are stronger than fear. You are in control. The question is, what will you do with this power? Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Step forward, take action, and reclaim your life. Because the life you want, it's on the other side of fear. And today you choose courage.